Schwartz here. In this video, I want to introduce my brand new course, Master Your Favorite Saxophone Solos in 3 Steps. You know, like you, growing up, I heard all those awesome solos on the radio. You know, like the Logical Song by Supertramp, Born to Run, right? All the Billy Joel songs, okay? And I thought to myself, oh man, I would love to play those. They sound so cool, and I'd look really awesome if I played those solos for people, you know? So when the time came when I learned saxophone, I said to myself, okay, I got to get my tone, my technique going, all that kind of stuff so that I could play these solos. And then when the point came where I had to learn them, you know, I had a pretty developed ear, and I was a really great reader because I had grown up, I actually played trumpet growing up, and then I learned saxophone later on. But there was always something missing. You know, I'd put the, I'm not going to call it a radio. I put the recording on, and I would sit there, and I knew the solos for the most part, but I put the recording on, I'd sit there, and I'd play along with it. I'd be like, okay, I got it. And then the next time I practice it, I'd be like, wait a minute, that's not right. It's not totally there. I didn't really have it. It took a little bit, and then what happened was, as part of like professional development for teaching, I decided to take this course at Hart University. That course totally changed my teaching life and the way I taught not only myself but my students. It made me totally change my approach to learning anything, you know, tunes, whatever. And it basically, the premise is this: when you're a baby, of course you're not going to remember this, but when you're an infant, you know, if your parents stick a 700-page novel in front of your face, well, you're not going to be able to read it. You're not going to have any background for that. The whole premise is that we need to do a lot of listening and hearing and building our vocabulary in here, and then being able to replicate that by singing it before we could figure out how to play it. So my 3 steps in my system are pretty simple. Hear it, sing it, play it. Now, does it take a little bit of work? Yes, it does. But here's the thing though. After you've heard some of these awesome solos that we're going to be working on in this course, after you've heard them a number of times, and for some of you probably have them emblazoned in your head, which is awesome, that's really cool, then we have to start breaking it down and singing parts of it. And here's the thing, and I found this too with my own studies. You know, you think you hear something in your head, but then it's not coming out vocally. It just means that we're not hearing it well enough yet. And that's going to be a key piece of the learning that's going to be taking place in this course as well. So it's the singing part that we're really going to be harping on as well. Because if we're not able to sing it, it's going to be harder to replicate it on our instruments. So with this course, I'm going to be taking that 3-step process and guiding you through 4 really cool, awesome solos. And it doesn't matter whether you play alto, tenor, soprano, bari, it doesn't matter. I'm going to be shooting videos and giving you videos for alto, bari, and tenor, soprano. So you'll have your choice, you know, whatever one that you play, you'll have your choice of which one you want to work on. Now, the way this is going to work, I'm not going to be sitting there and showing you fingerings. I'm really going to be developing your ears. Actually, you're going to be really developing your ears. Because when you go through this process and you see that, okay, wow, I've been hearing like Baker Street in my head for a million years now, and you know, I got a copy of the sheet music and I'm able to play it, but it just doesn't sound totally right, the rhythms are off. But after you really hear it and you start to sing it, and then I'm going to be guiding you through the videos, I'm not just going to play the solo fast, I'm going to play it at really slow tempo, then a little faster tempo, and then close to the solo tempo, and then the solo, the actual tempo of the solo, to guide you through getting each phrase of that solo. Once you get each phrase, you're going to really internalize it, and you're going to be able to retain it, and that's the key. You see, the thing is this, I don't know if this has happened to you, but there's been a number of times years ago when I've gone to jam sessions, and you know, I had just worked on a lick or a solo, and I go to the jam session and I wasn't able to pull it off. And I'd be going up there and I'd kind of sound like crap, you know, for me at least. And it was frustrating. I just wanted to be able to pull off that really cool, like, You know, some cool lick like that. You know, that was from Honky Tonk, from the Jimmy Smith Primetime album. But yet I'd go to a jam session and be like, oh, I didn't get it. Or I'd try it and, ugh, it just didn't work. I didn't have it down. That was my problem. Okay, I didn't have it, I didn't retain it well enough. It wasn't in my fingers. Now, some of you are probably saying, well, you know, that's just a technical thing. You just need to work with a metronome more and get it down. Yeah, part of that's technical, part of that's true. But if I'm not really feeling that and hearing it up here, it's not going to come out technically on the fingers either. So that's what this course is all about. And the cool thing, you're going to be learning, like I said, 4 really awesome solos. But what I'm also going to be doing is giving you videos on how to maximize your time so you could find the time to practice and put into this. I'm going to be giving you a copy of my Ultimate Practice Planner, which is going to help you to also maximize your time and see where you're spending it, and also how to spend time on certain categories of music to help you make progress. And I'll also be giving you some other videos on practice tips and how to be more productive in the practice room. But I'm also going to be shooting videos for you too on some of the sound effects that you'll need for some of these solos as well. So I do hope you join me for this course, Master Your Favorite Saxophone Solos in 3 Steps. And I do hope that this will be a life-changing event for you, like taking that course for me was at heart many years ago. I want to be able to help as many people as I possibly can, and I'd love to be able to work with you and help you out. Some of the other benefits that you'll have in this course too, you're not just going to get videos, you're also going to get access to a weekly webinar where I'm going to reteach some of the aspects of the solos, some of the phrases from the solos, answer your questions. But you'll also have access to the replays for those webinars in case you weren't able to attend, or you know, you were able to attend and you wanted to get some extra help. It's like having access to a private teacher, you know, in a group lesson. And you know, private teachers can be very expensive. They could be $60 to $100, actually $120, $150 an hour. I remember back in the 90s, I was paying $120 an hour for my trumpet teacher. Granted, he was in the New York Philharmonic, but still, you know, it can get expensive. But here you can get access to that through the webinars. You'll also get access to a private Facebook group where your peers as well as myself will be helping you with any questions or concerns you may have. But also you'll be able to post your progress on there, and so you can get constructive criticism and see what things you need to work on. So like I said before, I'm really glad that you checked out this page and this video. I would love for you to join my course. We're going to have a great time. We're going to learn a lot together, and I look forward to helping you too. Please read the rest of this page so you get a little bit more information about what to expect and what to get, and I look forward to seeing you in my course real soon. On that note, take care. Have a great day.